and it dropped just behind the sand there, and it is the watermelon. I'll show you, there's nothing behind, so that one I just missed the sand. So you've got a watermelon as the gifted pearl. Now at the end you can swap that, or you can use it to go on the jewellery as well. So you can use it as like a normal pearl from your opening. So your egg pop. And your first one, you have got 3 pearls. You've got a lemon yellow, a 2-tonal blush pink, so it's almost like a blush and candy floss pink, and then a dark gunmetal grey. Almost looks like he's got a hint of green to him, and actually looking, he does have a couple of little imperfections there. So watermelon, lemon yellow, 2-tonal pink, and a gunmetal grey. Yes, the crystal pave drop charms are included if you choose one of those. Your next egg pop. You've got 2 pearls in that one. So another darker gunmetal grey, slightly 2-tonal with some lighter silver areas, and a brighter pink there. And then your last egg pop. And you've got 3 pearls in that one. So we've got a burgundy red, which again looks like he's 2-tonal, lighter and a slightly darker area there. A chocolate silver and a rose gold. What do you think to these, Mary? If you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, again, we can swap them for you, and I'll need to know which ones you'd like on the jewellery. But again, if you would prefer to do the 25 pearl oyster first, we can do that for you, and then you can decide at the end. So it's absolutely up to you. Watermelon, lemon yellow, 2-tonal pink, and gunmetal grey and a brighter pink, and then a autumn peach, rosy gold tone, sort of in between the two there, the chocolate silver and the 2-tonal red. If I run these ones through the board, the first gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. 2-tonal pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, here's an 8. And the gifted watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Brighter pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The 2-tonal gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And last but not least, the autumn peach rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Okay, so you'd like to do the 25 pearl oyster first. Brilliant. Donate the shells, and the largest and smallest is fine. Okay, so you have got the last one in the bag for today. Again, they will go on the website tomorrow between 6 and 8 p.m. 25 pearl oysters, and I also do have more on the way as well. So they're not properly out of stock just yet, but that's when they will be going back on. Right, let's go down. Are there any colours that you're hoping for that you haven't had so far? So good luck. Light pop there. Silver greens. Okay, so we do have a runaway. We can see lots of pearls in here. Oh, another one ran backwards then, but there's definitely no pearls on that side. And we can see lots and lots of pearls in here. So let's have a squidge. Again, this is one of the drier ones, so you can see there's not a lot to squidge because as they dry up they do sort of shrink in size. But I don't believe there's any more in there. Let's count these up. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. Perfect. Okay, so let's dry these up for you. So as you've already said, you're happy for me to measure the largest and the smallest. I will go through all of the colours for you though. And then of course at the end, if you'd like to do any swaps, that will be absolutely fine. And then I'll need to know which ones you'd like on the jewellery as well. If you would prefer some more time to think about it, you can email me your choices across afterwards. But if you do know now, then that's absolutely fine. And I can obviously book that all in for you now as well. Sorry, give me a moment. It just takes a second sometimes. When obviously, if it's a wetter oyster, you can just rub them because it dries them and cleans them at the same time. When it's drier, you need to actually clean, if that makes sense, it off because it's drier. Just need to do that one. And for those who don't know, off the live, so after the live, I will clean and buff them properly. It's just obviously whilst on live, I just clean them so you can see the pearl colours through. Right. So, let's start with your darker pearls. Okay, so this one here is a darker gunmetal grey. You've then got a two-tonal chocolate silver. Almost looks like he's got that bronze tone to him there. So chocolatey silver bronze. A silver bells and chocolate. So chocolate here, silver bells there, back to the chocolate. So I'll say he's a silver chocolate. And then another silver bells. So this one's slightly mottled as well. You can see a couple of little mottled tones there. So we've got the chocolate silver, silver bells, and then a second silver bells. You then have got a burgundy red. Then a two-tonal forest green and silver. So if I move this around, you can see in some areas he's more silver, like here, and then some areas he's more forest green. So two-tonal forest green and silver. You've then got another more sort of darker olivey green and silver. You've got a, I'm gonna say that this is a sea blue. Now he's very, very close to just being a normal sea green, but he does have that blue hint to him. I'm hoping you can see that there. So he's quite a nice, really bright, bold sea blue, really sort of darker as well. You've then got a pastel apple green. From there, you've got a two-tonal icy blue, so you can see lighter and brighter colours there. and then a TARDIS blue. And then this one is stunning. It's a midnight blue, purple and silver. Let me just readjust. So can you see it's midnight blue and purple here, and then it goes into like a silver. So midnight blue, purple and silver, so like a true midnight blue pearl. It's like a sky pearl with the silver there. So midnight blue, purple and silver. Then moving into a darker bold purple, and then a slightly brighter grape purple, and then a two-tonal light lilac. So again, it's just like an off cream lilac shade to him there. A blush pink, and a brighter pink, watermelon, a coral, and a second brighter coral, a lighter pastel coral, a autumn peach, slightly two-tonal, a two-tonal lemon yellow, and then you're ending on a pastel honey gold. What do you think to all of these, Mary? Oh, that's just one of these ones that ran away then. Now, like I said, if you're happy with all of these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. And then we do have your other pearls as well, so I can we can include those in which ones you'd like wear as well. Now I'm going to go through and measure the largest and smallest for you, but then when you know, just let me know and we can go through. So visually smallest would do the watermelon. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And we'll measure the silver bells as well. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. So smallest is a 6.5. Largest, we're going to try the darker purple. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. We'll try the coral here. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So your smallest is a 6.5. The largest is an 8. I don't have any silver sea greens, no, I'm afraid. I do have a waiting list for silver sea greens. So if you did want to have one, then you would have to go on the waiting list, I'm afraid. Aaron, stop it. I'll tell everyone, stop it. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron came in to make me laugh. I'm so sorry. Oi, oi, oi. Thank you, Bab. Oh dear, sorry, he came in to... I've got the little one. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. He came in, yeah, he came in to give me some medication. But he was just making me laugh, like teasing me with my drink, like, here you go, no. It was just making me laugh. Sorry, Mary. Oh. So you've got these ones as well. If I hold it like this, I believe you can see them all. But of course, if you'd like me to zoom in on any in particular, do let me know. Oh, the two gunmetals for sea greens. So on this side, okie dokie. So the colours are dyed colours. These are real pearls. They're real cultured pearls. They are, however, dyed colours. You don't get natural pearls this sort of colour. But just because they're dyed, they are still real, if that makes sense. So the answer is yes, but I just wanted to say that the colours, they are dyed colours. Now you can, of course, get natural coloured pearls, which have got no dye in the process, obviously, of the culturing process. But these ones, these bright colours, are not a natural colour. So I've added in 2 sea greens there. You'd like to have the sea blue on the crystal. Oh, I love that. Yes. Then I'll need to know for the earring. Oh, sorry, 2 pinks for gold for the earrings. I don't think I've got any golds now, my lovely. I don't. If you would like to go on a waiting list, I can pop you on a waiting list for golds. But I don't have any golds to swap in, I'm afraid. So you'd like donate pinks to coral and yellow. So you'd like to donate, as in donate to the next couple of people on the order list, is that correct? So the 2 pinks, the 2 coral, and the yellow. So those 5 you'd like to donate, is that correct? But then these 2 pinks you requested to swap for golds, and I don't have any golds available. Would there be a different colour that you would like to have at all? Okay, so before I do that swap, have I got this correct so far? So you'd like to donate those 5 there to the next couple of people on the order list, is that correct? So sea green for the earrings, okay. Yes, happy to donate those. Well, that's extremely kind of you. And then you'd like to swap the silver bells. So is that both silver bells for purple or just the one? So you've got the silver chocolate and then you've got 2 silver bells on the end here. So is that both or one? I've just seen in the comments, so in the wild, if you like, pearls can be formed from a grain of sand. When they're cultured, it's from a little ball of nacre which is inserted into the oyster. So nacre is another word for mother of pearl, which for example you can find on the inside of the oyster shell. So you're putting a part of the mother of pearl in like a little ball form. So a ball of nacre, like very, very tiny, as in like just slightly bigger than a grain of sand, into the oyster. That will then form and sort of start the oyster to form a pearl around that, if that makes sense. So both silver bells for purples. Let me show you these 2 here, Mary, and see if you're happy with those. So those 2 at the top there. Yes, Rosemary, if you order tonight, you will be on the list for tonight, my lovely.